Welcome to Vagrant Practicals, guys. In this video, we're talking about Linux from scratch, and this is useful if you are a beginner Linux user. You might want to understand what it feels like to be using the Linux operating system. So, as you can see, we have just two lines here. The first line is telling you the operating system and the version of the system and the name of this machine, that is the host name of this machine. So we have Ubuntu 20.04.5, which is the version of the Linux operating system. We have ATS, that's part of the version. Then we have the Vagrant Practicals, which is the name of this machine. And below that, the second line, we have Vagrant Practicals followed by login, which simply is just indication that I should log in. I'm here because I want to show you what it feels like to sign into a Linux machine, in this case an Ubuntu Linux machine. So I just need to provide my username. So that I'll be doing now. Then after the username, I hit enter key. Then it will ask for my password only if this user exists on the machine. Because Olani exists on this machine, that's why it's asking for my password. If not, it will throw an error. Now I've input the password. Now I am in. Alright, let me clear the screen. So Olani is in. So that's the first thing, like, you are going to learn from scratch. Linux from scratch. So how to sign in, and it shouldn't be, some people might feel like it might be strange because asking for username. Unlike Windows, you be a box. If I thought one time, you just need to put your password. But in this case, you have to put your username and your password. So if you don't know your username, that's another issue. So that's something that a lot of people neglect. So when you are in, you can also see you are who am I. So it's going to tell you your username. Basically, you can use pwd, which is print working directory, tell you the location you are at that moment, which is in the home directory of Olani user. Get that? So another thing that is basics is how to move from one directory to another. That is basics. But before that, let's talk about something else. How can you create a directory? The folder, use mkdir to create a directory. So just use mkdir, that is make directory, and you give the name of the directory. So we can just call this new directory. Hit enter. Then how to see the content of a directory? To see the content of this directory of Olani, then I can use ls to see the content. Now, as you can see, I have two contents here. We have the new directory that I just created and a file called text.txt. So let's say I want to enter into this new directory that I just created. Now, then I'll use cd, it stands for change directory, and give the path to the directory I want to enter into. In this case, new directory in this particular directory. So we can just give the name, new directory, and as you can see, the prompt has changed. So I am now in new directory. If I should do ls now, there's nothing here. Now let's say I want to create a file in this directory. So the command is touch and the name of the file, so new file. If I should hit enter and do ls again, now I have the file in this directory. These are some scratch understanding or basic understanding of Linux commands that any user should know. So if you want to sign out, let's say I want to sign out from this user now, it's very simple. I can just use logout. Then I'm out. I'm back where we started. So it is so simple, guys. It is so simple. That's how to sign in, sign out, how to create directory, how to um, how to make directory, how to make files, and the rest.